I mean, I think that's why, a culture of belonging is so important, that the greatest influence on behavior and motivation is your perception of the peer-to-peer norms. And so thinking first and intentionally about how students interact with each other. And I don't mean that necessarily it is important how they interact with each other in the hallways and on the pitch and on the blacktop, but really, like, what are our expectations for how they interact with each other in the classroom, so that when I speak or I'm asked to speak in class, I am at minimum not feeling undercut by my classmates. I'm not feeling anxious about like their disapproval of me, but ideally I'm in a classroom that does the opposite, where my classmates express their support and they're caring for me. And so I think like that fundamental fabric of a great classroom allows students to become psychologically safe and risk tolerant. And I think that works in synergy with things like cold call, which is, if I can make that really positive and make students feel like, Andrew, what are you thinking? What do you think right now? How did you react to this story? I think a lot of people think about that as something, particularly now, that will cause anxiety among students, but actually I think it's the opposite. It lets a student know that they matter. They find that actually they're quite capable of answering when they weren't sure that they were, and builds their confidence. I don't think that the response to anxiety is to cut students off from activities that challenge them. What they need to do is they find that they're capable of challenge and capable of social interaction, and that we just have to structure that into their days a little bit more intentionally.